1 p.m. Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Asma Hafiz. First, the headlines. Interior Minister expressing the resolve to give strapping response to the enemy has assured comprehensive probe into terrorist attack on Chinese nationals in Basham. The United States has condemned attack on convoy of Chinese engineers in Pakistan. Planning Minister has emphasized the need for focusing on exports to increase foreign exchange reserves. The 28th death anniversary of prominent Kashmiri activist Jalil Ahmad Andarabi is being observed in Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir today. And now the news in detail. Interior Minister Mohsin Naqvi says government will deal with iron hands with the elements involved in terrorist attack on Chinese nationals in Basham. In a statement, Interior Minister expressed heartfelt grief and sorrow over the incident and expressed condolence with the families of the deceased Chinese nationals. Mohsin Naqvi said enemy has targeted citizens of Pakistan's most trusted friend, China. Interior Minister reiterated resolve that the enemy will be given a strapping response to the attack. He assured a comprehensive investigation of the incident. The United States has condemned the attack on convoy of Chinese engineers in Pakistan. In his regular press briefing in Washington, U.S. State Department's spokesperson Matthew Miller said the United States is deeply saddened by the loss of life and injuries sustained in the incident. He said we also share our heartfelt condolences with those affected by the attack. The State Department's spokesperson said Pakistani people have suffered greatly at the hands of terrorists. Minister for Planning and Development Ahsan Iqbal has emphasized the need for focusing on exports to increase foreign exchange reserves. Chairing a meeting of Steering Committee on 5 E's in Islamabad, he said we have to provide all resources to increase exports. He stressed increasing the volume of exports from $30 billion to $100 billion in the next 8 years. The Minister for Planning said the government has made digitalization one of its top priorities to improve governance and build the economy on modern lines. Highlighting the significance of 5 E's to bring improvement in all sectors of the economy, Ahsan Iqbal said all the ministries will have to make joint efforts to implement this framework. Punjab Chief Minister Mariam Nawaz has approved establishment of a new department for anti-narcotics and building of 3 police stations for drug control. The approval was given during a meeting in Lahore today. She directed to set up a tax consultancy unit and called for broaden the tax net to bring all those into the tax net. She directed to clear the backlog of registration plates of motor vehicles. The meeting was briefed that 13 excise checkposts will be established to prevent smuggling and drug smuggling. More than 81 Palestinians have been martyred and 93 injured in Gaza in Israeli attacks during the last 24 hours. According to the enclave's health ministry, at least 32,414 Palestinians have been martyred and 74,787 wounded in Israeli attacks on Gaza since October 7. The 28th death anniversary of prominent Kashmiri lawyer and human rights activist Jalil Ahmad Andarabi is being observed in the Indian-occupied Jammu and Kashmir today. According to Kashmir Media Service, Jalil Ahmad Andarabi was apprehended in broad daylight by Indian Army in Srinagar on 8 March 1996 and subsequently subjected to fatal torture while in custody. Jalil Andarabi was known for his dedication in human rights activism, particularly for his participation in 1994 annual UN Human Rights Council Convention in Geneva, where he documented human rights violations by Indian troops in occupied Jammu and Kashmir. The Allahabad High Court in India's Uttar Pradesh state has effectively banned Islamic schools and madrasas by declaring the Madrasa Act of 2004 as unconstitutional. The court has ordered the state government to move the students enrolled in the Islamic schools and madrasas into mainstream schools. The court, in its order, has termed the Madrasa Act 2004 as violative of the principle of secularism, saying that the Indian state cannot allow the education of Islam, its instructions, prescriptions, and philosophies. And that's all from the newsroom. For more news and analyses, log on to our website radio.gov.pk and also watch live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.